The next stretches we're going to cover are associated with the cool down, and they're what we call the static stretches. They're typical stretches that you may know where you're holding the stretch for approximately 20 to 30 seconds. We're going to cover these. It's really important that we do these after a game or after training. If you don't get time to do them after training, making sure you're doing them at home and you're spending 10-15 minutes cooling down the muscles. What this does is it resets the muscle fibers. It allows the joints to get the optimal range of motion through them and allows them to increase the recovery moving forward. The first stretch we're going to cover is the trap stretch. Obviously the neck and the shoulders get a big workout during training and the game. With this one here, we're going to be stretching a muscle that attaches under the base of the skull and runs all the way down to the tip of the shoulder. To stretch that left side, we're going to be dropping the head forward, turning it slightly to the right and then dropping it down. With this arm, we're going to be placing it behind our back. With the other arm, we're going to be bringing it up, contacting the back of the head and applying a little bit of pressure downward. Now you should be able to feel this stretch from the base of the skull all the way down to the shoulder. Can you do that for me, Tom? This way. That's it. Drop your head forward, turning it to the right, and applying a little bit of resistance there. And do you feel that through there, mate?
A little bit.
And now I'm going to get you to turn to the side so we can see it. So as you can see, this arm's behind, turning your head to the other side, dropping it down. There we are. And you're going to feel the stretch from here all the way down to the tip of the shoulder. Good work, buddy.
Yeah, famous. I'm already famous.
The next stretch we're going to be doing is specific to the shoulder. With this one here, we want to reach our arm across, using the other arm to support it, and I'm going to be turning my thumb down and applying resistance with the other arm. Do that for me, buddy. That's it. And so thumb goes down, and you should be feeling it across this area right here. Next one we're going to be doing is the hamstring. So with this one, we're going to be keeping our back straight, keeping our legs straight with the right hamstring, and I'm going to lean forward from the hip. That's it, mate. Keeping that straight. Good man, do it again. And you should feel it from the base, the top of the knee, all the way up to the point of the hip. Next stretch we're going to cover is the quad stretch. So with this one, we're going to be bringing the heel up to your bottom, squeezing your backside, and you want to be keeping your knee close to the other knee. And it's going to be stretching all these muscles down the front here. Can you do that for me, Tom? That's it. And keep your knee in. That's it, buddy. Now squeeze, and you should be feeling it from the top all the way down here. And you feel that? Very good. Next stretch up is the hip flexor stretch. This stretch is particularly important because as a lot of the kids are spending most of their day sitting down, and it will shorten. We want to maintain the flexibility of this muscle. It'll take a lot of the pressure off the lower back. So when we're doing this stretch, we're going to be stretching, in this case, the right hip flexor. We're coming down, coming as if you're doing a lunge, raising both hands up and leaning. You want to be leaning forward from the hip forward like here. And you want to be holding that. From the side, it looks like this. That's it, mate. Yeah, good work, buddy. And now do it from the side, facing me this way. That's it, mate. Arms up, arms up. Beauty. Great work. We're going to be stretching the glute muscles, specifically the glute medius and the piriformis in this stretch. So with this one, we want to be bringing the leg up, contacting underneath the leg that's down, and applying a little bit of pressure forward. You're keeping your back straight and leaning forward into it. That's it, mate. And you can bring that arm through here and bring it forward. And you should be feeling it down in this buttock area right here. From the side, I'll do it this way, forward like that. And the other way, like that. And just holding that. We're going to stretch the adductors on this one, so bring your feet together. I'm going to use my elbows and just apply downward pressure on the knees. And down like that. And from the other side, you want to be just applying a little bit of pressure downward with the elbows. That's it, mate. And you should be feeling that all the way through the adductor muscles which run on the inside of the leg. Last static stretch we're going to be doing is the calf muscles. This is very, very important, especially for the kids around that 11 to 12 age where they're having a lot of activity, they're growing a lot. We want to prevent something known as Sever's disease, which unfortunately is very common in that age group. We're going to be going through two types of calf muscles. There's two groups of calf muscles. There's the ones on the outside and the ones deeper on the inside, and this stretch gets both of them. So from the side, we're going to be stretching the calf muscles in the right leg. I'm coming up, I'm keeping my heel on the ground. I'm supporting my other leg over it and I'm leaning forward. I'm going to be holding that again for 30 seconds and then dropping my knee forward, raising my heel off the ground and stretching that for another 30 seconds. You do that for me there, Tom? Facing me this way. That's it, come forward a little bit more. Beauty, mate. Now stretch the left calf muscle. That's the one. Keep the heel on the ground. It's very important that this heel stays on the ground. Leaning forward, great work, mate. After 30 seconds, bend the knee. Heel comes off the ground and holding that for another 30 seconds.